Photoshop is a paid program, and if you are not a professional, there is no need to pay that much money for Photoshop. Because for simple things, I will talk about a website that doesn't tire your computer, can be run online and is free. The name of the site is Photopea, photopea.com. When you enter this address, you are completely greeted by this interface. Of course, in this video, I will not show you how the design is done, but rather how you can use this website. It is really a website that can be used as an alternative to Photoshop up to a certain level. For example, if you have a YouTube channel, you can create thumbnails. You can work with text and a lot of other things. You can see the layers panel. The layers panel can work in layer logic, just like Photoshop. For example, when we want to create a new layer here, we click on this Create New Layer button, and we can also change the name of this layer. I'll call it Paint, and take my brush tool in red color and edit it like this. I can even put the brush layer that I painted on under the text. As you can see, the same logic continues here as in Photoshop. You can see the last operations you have done in the history panel above. In general, the shortcuts work here as they do in Photoshop. For example, Ctrl-0 makes the image on the screen full screen. For example, when we press the letter F, we can only see this image. See, I press the letter T from the keyboard and it selects the text tool. This icon doesn't change. It stays as an arrow, but when you click on it, as you can see, a text writing area appears. I can take the selection tool and scroll it down like this. Press Ctrl-T on the keyboard. I can activate the transform property of this, and I can resize it with the little squares on the edges. I can size it proportionally by pressing Shift. I pressed Enter. We have talked in general terms about the similarities of the interface with Photoshop. Now let's look at the menus. With File, New, we can create a new project. There are ready-made templates on the left side. Here it is possible to create a blank page by entering the size and resolution of our new project by clicking the Create button here. On the right side, you will see various things. These are also ready-made things. You can also use these if you wish. I will go into these templates a little more in a moment. You can open an image on your computer here by clicking File, Open. With File, Save as PSD, I just used a ready-made template, so I can't save it as PSD. But you can edit a newly created image, save it as PSD, and use a Photoshop file on your computer by clicking here. Or you can open a Photoshop file that you have previously prepared by clicking File, Open. In addition to being a website, it is also a website that can work integrated with Photoshop. It is also possible to save this image we have prepared with Export As to your computer in formats such as PNG or JPEG. In this way, it has similarities with Photoshop. There are also many similarities when we come to the Edit section. If there are similarities in the Transform section, it is already enough. With Image, we can also edit this image in size. Layer menu, Select menu, these are already the same as Adobe's Photoshop. When we come to the Filter section, we can see the effects that are similar to Photoshop here. View is the same way. With Window, we can open the basic panels. More also has a language option. If you wish, you can use this application in another language by selecting different language options here. Now, I'm going to close this work, and there is a section called PSD Templates. When you enter this site, you will see this panel. There are some features below. PSD, AI, XD formats can work with this application. It is very nice. When we click on PSD Templates, you will see ready-made templates here. When we click on the top part, there are some nice designs. There are ready-to-use images that you can prepare and use very quickly. This is where I got the previous design from, and you can also filter the left side. For example, if you are preparing something for YouTube, you will see thumbnails. When you need to prepare something for Instagram, you can see Instagram-sized ready-made templates here. There are also beautiful PSD templates like these. As I said, it is one of the websites that can be used when you want to do a work in Photoshop at the beginner level. In this video, I explained the Photopea website that can produce fast and practical solutions for those who need it. Thanks to its similarities with Photoshop, it is a website with features that can do our job even if we don't have Photoshop installed. I think it will be especially useful for those who don't have Photoshop in their hands, but who are also interested in Photoshop. That's it for this video. If today's video was useful to you, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. Thank you for watching.